Mike, I know you knew that all this celebration was coming, but how overwhelming is it to hear all the well wishes?
Well, it's been really hard to deal with because I'm very behind the scenes. But it's been really good. I didn't realize so many people thought that much of me.
Take your time, Mac.
But it just like I don't do Twitter and all that. And people told me how many people were saying so many nice things about me. And it really just overwhelmed me. And I'm just so appreciative of everybody here because this has been my life. And I needed to take care of family. I'm getting older, and nobody knows how long the years you get, and you need to take care of your family and your wife and son and spend time with them. But this place has been so good. I've been so blessed. You start out, and I mean, people don't understand that little things that happen in your life cause big things to happen. If I don't meet the Smurls, a family in my neighborhood, and they get me connected with their cousin, I don't get a job at the Peace Center. If I don't have the job at the Peace Center, I don't meet the student managers with football. There's a change in the coaching in 1975, and I meet Coach Carlin. Coach Carlin didn't hire me, I'm not here today. And I'm telling you, Coach Carlin was a gem of a person. He looked after me and took care of me, even after he was let go here. In '88, my son was born and was in the hospital, and he's the first one that came to the intensive care to see me. So, I mean, he's just an awesome individual. And this job has been my life. I love it, and I still love the people. And I hope that even years after, I can still come back and see them and and be with the players, because the players are, you know, God makes me like I am to love people. And I just hope I can be with the people and the players and the coaches. As most people know, my father died before I was born, and the players and the coaches became my life. It started at Dunstable High School, and it was just wonderful to be with them. The high school coaches took me in. In fact, if any of you remember Harry Perone, he was the best man in my wedding, and he took me in as a father, and I've been blessed. And the God has just directed me and taken care of my life and watched over me. And I'm going to tell you one little quick thing about Coach Carlin. When Coach Carlin hired me in '77, he walked up behind me in the cafeteria because I had taken 2 weeks of vacation from the PE Center. And he said, Mac, you're not going back to work at the PE Center. You're going to stay here with us. And I said, Coach, I can't do that to Jimmy Cooper. He gave me a job. He took care of me. And he goes, no, you're going to stay here. And I said, Coach, football coaches don't stay here very long. Where am I going to be? And you know, how many coaches could you look in the eye and say, you're not going to make it? And then they still hire you. Well, Coach Carlin looked at me in the eye and said, Matt, I'm glad you asked that question, because it looks like you're caring about your whole life and not just right now. And that's Coach Carlin. He's a caring individual. That guy, George Rogers, that was on the screen, he looked after him. He made some mistakes, but he still loved him, and he took care of him. That George is what he is today because of Coach Carlin.
Okay, everybody, we're inching up on start of the second half.
And I just thank all of you, because all of y'all have been friends of mine and always cared. And I really appreciate y'all too. But everybody that has ever impacted my life, from the trainers, and Jeff Parsons is just a gem of a person, Coach Fogler, all of them have been so much to me over the years, and I value their friendship. Just walking down the line and seeing all those players, oh boy. This morning they took me over to the practice facility, and I got to see Rick Sanford and so many other, Bill Bradshaw, and so many other football players that I never see, but because I'm over at basketball, and I miss out on that. And I got to see so many of them, and it's just been awesome. And I can't thank Coach Tanner and the whole staff, because everybody's been so good and so good to me all these years. And I'm thankful for all the people that I've ever known. Pete Stokes was so good to me and looked after me in transitions and everything. And I just thank all of you. Everybody has been, Emily, who's been with the SID so long, has been always so good to me. And I can't thank everybody for being so good, because my life is what it is because these people have impacted me and loved me and cared for me all these years.
All right, everybody.
Thank you, Mac.
so much,
Thank you,
Mac.
Mac.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.